Hello everyone, my name is Zara. I'm 21 years old. I am from Islamabad, Pakistan. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about my city, give you some insider tips, and also tell you the places you must visit if you come to Islamabad. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about my country, Pakistan. In 1947, Pakistan, officially called the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, gained its independence from the Great Britain. It is a Muslim country and is located in South Asia. The word Pakistan means land of pure in Persian and Urdu. The motto of the country is unity, faith, and discipline. It is the fifth most populous country with a population exceeding 212.2 million and is the 33rd largest country, approximately the size of Texas. The neighboring countries are Iran, China, Afghanistan, and India. Pakistan also has all four seasons because of its location. Winter from December through February, spring from March through May, summer season from June through September, and the monsoon period of October and November. The beginning and length of the seasons vary according to the location. Urdu is the national language of Pakistan, although only 10% of the population speak Urdu. 60% of the population speak Punjabi. Other languages include Sindhi, Pashto, and Kashmiri. English, being the co-official language of Pakistan along with Urdu, is widely spoken and understood throughout the country, so it is very easy for foreigners to communicate. Now I must tell you about Pakistani cuisine, which is one of the biggest attractions for foreigners in Pakistan. Pakistani cuisine can be characterized by a blend of various regional cooking traditions of the Indian subcontinent, Central Asia, as well as elements from its Mughal legacy. Mughal cooking remains an important part of Pakistani cuisine. It typically includes ingredients such as herbs and spices, almonds and raisins. Foods such as shahi tukra and chicken tandoori are still enjoyed in the 21st century. Okay, now that you have some basic information about Pakistan, I am going to tell you all about my city, Islamabad. The places you must visit, the food you should try, hotels, restaurants, climate, where to stay, and where to shop. So let's begin. Islamabad is the capital city of Pakistan. It was built in the 1960s as a planned city to replace Karachi as Pakistan's capital. It is noted for its high standards of living, safety, and abundant greenery. Islamabad has a humid subtropical climate with 5 seasons: spring, summer, winter, rainy monsoon, and autumn. The hottest month is June, where average highs routinely exceed 38 degrees Celsius. The wettest month is July, with heavy rainfalls and evening thunderstorms and possibility of cloudburst and flooding. The coolest month is of January. Okay, so the first place that I recommend you must visit if you come to Islamabad is the Log Virsa Heritage Museum. Right now I am at the Log Virsa Heritage Museum, which was built to symbolize the unity of Pakistani people. The fascinating thing about the Heritage Museum is that it presents history and living traditions of the people of Pakistan, both from the mainstream and the remotest regions of the country. There are many stalls that are selling clothes, jewelry, handbags, shawls, painting, and many more things. And the special thing about these stalls is that everything is handmade and represents different cultures in Pakistan. A lot of people come here and buy souvenirs for their friends and family. Other Log Virsa departments include Media Center, Research Center, Publishing House, and Heritage Library. Ticket prices for entry are 50 Pakistani rupees for locals, 10 Pakistani rupees for students, and 500 Pakistani rupees for foreigners, which is approximately equal to $3 or $4. It is free for children under 7 years of age. The timings are Tuesday to Sunday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. p.m. without any break, and on Fridays the timings are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. with 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. break. Faisal Mosque is located on the foothills of Margala Hills in Islamabad. It is considered as a major tourist attraction in Pakistan, Islamabad in particular, and is referred to as an influential feature of Islamic architecture. Now I'm gonna show you guys the Faisal Mosque, which is the 5th largest mosque in the whole world. Most of the cost of Faisal Mosque, which is about 120 million US dollars today, was a gift from King Faisal of Saudi Arabia, whose name the mosque bears. Without a typical dome, the mosque is shaped like a Bedouin tent surrounded by 4 260 feet tall minarets. Faisal Mosque can accommodate about 300,000 worshippers. Visitors are welcome, but non-Muslims are requested to avoid prayer times and Fridays. You must leave your shoes at a counter before entering the courtyard, and remember to dress conservatively. Women should bring headscarf. The Melody Food Street is lined with food stalls, restaurants and other food shops and is typically pedestrianized. The food park has about 15 to 20 small restaurants offering a great variety of food. Most of the food is typical traditional Pakistani food. The quality of the food is good and prices are economical. You can have Pakistani food such as barbecue, sajji, chapli kebab, seafood, biryani, palau at the food street. Jinnah Supermarket is a great place if you want to have nice food and also do shopping. It has all the popular brands, amazing food courts and restaurants. There are also small stalls by the locals where you can find clothes, shoes, jewelry, bags, books, etc. at a relatively cheaper rate. National Monument is near Shakarpariyan. It represents Pakistani 4 provinces and 3 territories. From air, the monument looks like a star and crescent moon formed by the walls forming the petal, and it represents the star and crescent on Pakistani flag. There is also a museum nearby, and you get a very nice view of the whole city from the monument. Itwar Bazaar is amazing to buy good thing in low price. Yes, it is crowded, but it's worth it. You can get good quality things at a very low price, and also you can do bargaining. Itwar Bazaar is basically a local market where the farmers bring their fruits and vegetables directly, and the residents of Islamabad can get them at a relatively cheaper price. There are also small stalls of odds and ends like crockery, household goods, etc. The bazaar contains around 9 entry gates, and on every gate proper security system is installed. Further, the section of meat, poultry, fish and clay is separated from the other stalls to keep the customer away from waste and unpleasant odor. The bazaar is functional 3 days a week, including Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. Thousands of people visit this site from morning to evening for shopping. You can buy fresh fruits and vegetables. Prices are cheaper than other markets. It has one section of used clothes. It has another section of used equipment, toys and gadgets. You can buy some really useful items at a very cheap price just because they are used items. So it is worth a visit. If nothing works, you can at least buy fresh fruits and vegetables. The Centaurus. Everything is one package from multiplex to food court. It also has a fun city for children. Clean, well organized, and you can get all the multinational companies there under one roof. It is the most popular and largest mall in the city. World Trade Center, also known as Giga Mall, is a huge shopping mall with several branded stores including handicraft stores. It was opened in 2016 with 3 levels of shopping, eating and entertainment, including a fun city for children, cinema and hypermarket. Safa Gold Mall. Safa Gold Mall has lighter, cheaper options available at the food court, and also the shop selection is inferior to that of Centaurus. It also hosts a lot of events and is usually not very crowded. It also has a 4D cinema. Al Taqwa Mall. Al Taqwa Mall is also a very good shopping mall with food court and playland. The most widely available modes of public transport in Islamabad includes: taxi is probably the best way to get around Islamabad. The city is smaller compared to other urban centers in Pakistan, and traveling by car can help you reach your destination quicker. Do note that when hailing a taxi, you need to negotiate a fare beforehand. Taxis are easily available in public areas. A number of ride-hailing apps also operate in Islamabad, such as Careem and Uber. Islamabad locals prefer using taxis or Careem apps when traveling over short distances. However, for long journeys, they prefer going by bus. Hence, it is important that you must know the bus routes in Islamabad to enjoy hassle-free commuting. The Rawalpindi Islamabad Metro bus serves Islamabad and its twin city Rawalpindi. The state-of-the-art metro bus features modern amenities including free Wi-Fi and air conditioning. Despite this, passengers only have to pay a fixed fare. Budget accommodation in Islamabad is fairly lackluster and questionably clean. There are many guest houses around the city that make a nice alternative to a hotel. Hotel Friends Inn. It is located in Apara Market, G6 Markaz. Rates for single rooms are around 3000 PKR with AC. Hotel Miraj. It is located next to National Bank of Pakistan, G9 Markaz, Karachi Company. The rates for double rooms start from 1600 Pakistani rupees. If you are looking for a mid-range accommodation in Islamabad, then you should check out Crown Plaza, which is located in 99E Jinnah Avenue, Blue area, and the rates are 9000 Pakistani rupees per night. Another good option is Continental House with prices starting around 3000 per night. Serena Hotel is a 5-star hotel and is the nicest in the city with great restaurants and gym. The prices are $300 to $700 for rooms and suites, and for presidential suite it is $2000. Ravaged by a truck bomb in September 2008, it is once again open for business with much tighter security. Second only to Serena Hotel, but with higher food sanitation standards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, my name is Zara, and today in this video I'm going to tell you about the largest city of Pakistan, that is Karachi. I'm going to tell you all the places that you should visit if you come to Karachi. But first, let me tell you something about my country, Pakistan. Pakistan, officially known as Islamic Republic of Pakistan, is a country in South Asia. It is the world's 5th most populous country with a population exceeding 212.2 million. It has the world's 2nd largest Muslim population. Pakistan gained independence in 1947 as a homeland for Indian Muslims following the Pakistan movement, which sought statehood for the Muslim majority regions of British India through partition. It is an ethnically and linguistically diverse country with similarly diverse geography and wildlife. With its diverse culture, people and landscape, Pakistan attracted around 6.6 million foreign tourists in 2018. Biggest and major cities of Pakistan includes Islamabad is the capital city of Pakistan and is federally administered as part of the Islamabad Capital Territory. Islamabad is the ninth largest city in Pakistan. Built as a planned city in the 1960s to replace Karachi as Pakistan's capital, Islamabad is noted for its high standards of living, safety, and abundant greenery. The city is known for the presence of several parks and forests, including the Margla Hills National Park and Shakapuriya Park. The city is home to several landmarks, including the Faisal Mosque, the largest mosque in South Asia and the fourth largest in the world. Other landmarks include the Pakistan's National Monument and Democracy Square. Faisalabad, formerly known as Layalpur, is the third most populous city in Pakistan and the second largest in the eastern province of Punjab. Historically one of the first planned cities within British India, it has long since developed into a cosmopolitan metropolis. The total area of Faisalabad district is 5856 km square. Faisalabad has grown to become a major industrial and distribution center because of its central location in the region and connecting roads, rails and air transportation. Faisalabad contributes over 20% to the Punjab GDP and has an average annual GDP of $20.5 billion. It has been referred to as the Manchester of Pakistan. Agriculture and industry remains its hallmark. Faisalabad is home to a number of parks. The oldest park in the city is Jinnah Garden, the city's central park, commonly known as Company Bagh, and where the monument of Sir James Broadwood Lyle is situated. Lahore is the capital of Pakistani province of Punjab and is the country's second largest city after Karachi, as well as 18th largest city in the world. Lahore is one of Pakistan's wealthiest cities with an estimated GDP of $65.14 billion as of 2017. Lahore is the largest city and historic cultural center of the wider Punjab region and is one of Pakistan's most socially liberal, progressive and cosmopolitan cities. Lahore exerts a strong cultural influence over Pakistan. Lahore is a major center for Pakistan's publishing industry. The city is also a major center of education in Pakistan, with some of Pakistan's leading universities based in the city. Lahore is also home to Pakistan's film industry, Lollywood, and is a major center of Qawwali music. The city also hosts much of Pakistan's tourist industry with major attractions including the Walled City, the famous Badshahi and Wazir Khan Mosque, and Sikh shrines. Lahore is also home to the Lahore Fort and Shalimar Gardens, both of which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Murree is a mountain resort town located in the Galyat region of the Pir Panjal range within the Rawalpindi district of Punjab, Pakistan. It forms the outskirts of Islamabad-Rawalpindi metropolitan area and is about 30 km northeast of Islamabad. It has average altitude of 2291 meters. Murree became a popular tourist station for British within the British India. Since the independence of Pakistan in 1947, Murree has retained its position as a popular hill station noted for its pleasant summer. Many tourists visit the town from Islamabad-Rawalpindi area. The town also serves as a transit point for tourists visiting Azad Kashmir and Abbottabad. The town is considered by some of its locals and by adherents of the Ahmadiyya movement to be the final resting place of Mary, Mother of Jesus. Karachi is the capital of Pakistani province of Sindh. It is the largest city in Pakistan and 7th largest city in the world. Ranked as a Beta Global City, the city is Pakistan's premier industrial and financial center with an estimated GDP of $114 billion as of 2014. Karachi is Pakistan's most cosmopolitan city, its most linguistically, ethnically and religiously diverse city, as well as one of the Pakistan's most secular and socially liberal cities. Clifton Beach, also known as Sea View in Karachi, is located on the Arabian Sea. It stretches from Karachi to Urmara, Balochistan. The beach is very popular in Pakistan. It is open 24/7 for the general public. Clifton Beach is purported to give the best value in leisure and recreational opportunities for fun seekers and beach lovers. The beach is now home to multiple local leisure activities including camel rides, buggy rides, horse rides, plastic plane flying, among others. The Seaview Apartments across from the beach is a gated residential area which is rated among the top properties in the city. Hawke's Bay is a beach in Karachi located 20 kilometers southwest of Karachi city. The beach is named after Bladden Wilbur Hawke, who owned a house on the beach during 1930s. The beach is very popular with hundreds of people visiting daily for swimming, camel and horse riding and vacations. This beach is also known for being a nesting ground of green sea turtle and olive ridley sea turtle during winter months. Sandspit Beach is located in southwest of Karachi and is a very famous tourist spot. A remarkable variety of marine life are found here including algae and crabs. The shallow waters are ideal for swimming and sunbathing. It has an unusual rocky formation and is quite popular hangout and relaxation spot in Karachi. Facilities at the Sandspit Beach include horseback and camel riding. In summer, rare species of green and olive ridley turtles come to lay eggs in the southwest beaches of Karachi, especially to the Sandspit Beach. The name Sandspit itself refers to the pits made by turtles to bury their eggs. Sandspit Beach is also a nesting ground for green and olive ridley turtles, implemented by the Sindh Wildlife Department over the past 2 decades. Nesting takes place in early winter months. Turtle Beach is a very famous tourist spot and picnic place in Karachi. It is a naturally sandy beach where no rocks and reefs are found. It's located between Hawke's Bay and Sandspit. Turtle Beach offers a wide range of beautiful huts where you can feel the comfort with ease along with your family at the beach front. Turtle Beach have the most luxury huts depend on your requirements. The prices for a luxury hut starts from 15,000 to 50,000 per day with the maximum limit of 25 persons. There are very few huts at Tushan Beach because there is not a lot of space in the area. The beach ends into the huge rocks that are bottom of the distant hills, thus giving the effect of privacy. Pakistan Maritime Museum is a naval museum and park situated near PNS Karsaz on Habib Ibrahim Rahmatullah Road in Karachi. The main museum building is located inside the park of 28 acres. It comprises of 6 galleries and an auditorium. The museum is based on modern concepts of presentation and interactive education. Different artifacts of maritime and naval heritage have been incorporated through dioramas, relief sculpture, murals, and miniature paintings. A computer-based maritime information retrieval system has also been incorporated to facilitate the visitors and students for easy access. Designed by Aga Ahmad Hussain, the palace was built in 1927 in the posh seaside locale of Clifton as the summer home of Shivratan Mohatta, a Hindu Marwari businessman. The palace was built in the tradition of stone palaces of Rajasthan using pink Jodhpur stone in combination with the local yellow stone from nearby Gizri. The elegant palace is built on different levels and was a summer house for the Mohatta family for 2 decades before they left for India in 1947. The palace is solely made up of teak wood with a polished staircase, long corridors, and doors opening within doors. Pakistan Air Force Museum. A majority of the aircraft, weapons, and radars are displayed outside in the park, but the main museum features all major fighter aircraft that have been used by Pakistan Air Force. The museum also houses the Vickers VC.1 Viking aircraft used by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. Also on display are the scale models of some World War I, World War II, and some more modern aircraft. The Quaid-e-Azam House, also known as Flagstaff House, is a museum dedicated to the personal life of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. It was designed by a British architect and was home to Jinnah from 1944 until his death in 1948. The building was later acquired in 1985 by the Pakistani government and conserved as a museum. Aziz Bhatti Park is located near Federal Urdu University on University Road in Gulshan-e-Iqbal, Karachi, Sindh, Pakistan. The park is named after Major Aziz Bhatti of Punjab Regiment, Pakistan Army. The park has 37 acres land, but only 7 to 8 acres area is developed as park and remaining is still plain ground. There is also a natural lake in park. Bahria Adventureland is a great place to go with family and friends to enjoy mind-blowing roller coasters, groovy surfer spot, exciting Ferris wheel, and many interesting rides such as twisty train rides and hip-hop carousel. It also has nice restaurants and offers a uniquely thrilling experience for the entire family. It is developed in collaboration with the most famous architecture from Italy. Timings are from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Hill Park is situated on a hilltop surrounded by a residential area in Karachi. The park is spread over 62 acres, although only 25% of the area has been developed as a park. It is a great place to go with family, enjoy nature, and also there are small food restaurants nearby. The Karachi Zoo is also known as Karachi Zoological Gardens. It is the largest zoo of Pakistan and second oldest zoo in the country after Lahore Zoo. Karachi Zoo, established in the year 1878, was commonly called as Mahatma Gandhi Garden. After the independence of Pakistan in 1947, the name was changed to Karachi Zoological Garden or Karachi Zoo for short. Karachi Municipal Aquarium was constructed in 1953. Located inside the Karachi Zoo, the aquarium has a total of 28 tanks which contain a total of around 300 fishes of about 30 species. Frere Hall is a building in Karachi, Pakistan that dates from the early British colonial era in Sindh. Completed in 1865, Frere Hall was originally intended to serve as Karachi's town hall and now serves as an exhibition space and library. Frere Hall was built in the Venetian Gothic style that also blends elements of British architecture with local architectural elements. The hall is surrounded by two lawns originally known as Queen's Lawn and King's Lawn, which after independence was renamed as Bagh-e-Jinnah or Jinnah Gardens. As of 2018, Frere Hall is still open for public and it is also one of the most important places for tourism, not only because of the building's notable architecture but also for its association with British rule in subcontinent. Mazar-e-Qaid, also known as Jinnah Mausoleum or the National Mausoleum, is the final resting place of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. Designed in the 1960s modernist style, it was completed in 1971 and is an iconic symbol of Karachi as well as one of the most popular tourist sites in the city. St. Patrick's Cathedral, the seat of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Karachi, is situated on Sharae-Iraq, formerly known as Clark Street, located near the Empress Market in Karachi, Pakistan. The first church in Sindh was initially built on the grounds of this cathedral in 1845 and was called St. Patrick's Church. It was in April 1881 that the present cathedral was opened, since the Catholic community grew in number and the need for a larger place of worship became apparent. Despite the construction of a new building, the little church continued to function until it was destroyed by a storm in 1885. The present-day cathedral is built in Gothic Revival architecture. It measures 52 meters by 22 meters and has the capacity to accommodate at least 1500 worshippers at the same time. It was designed and realized by 3 members of the Society of Jesus. The Chokandi tombs form an early Islamic cemetery situated 29 km east of Karachi in the Sindh province of Pakistan. The tombs are notable for their elaborate sandstone carvings. This type of graveyard in Sindh and Balochistan is remarkable because of its main north-south orientation. The more elaborate graves are constructed with a buff-colored sandstone, which has often kept remarkably well over time in the arid local climate. Tombs were constructed either as a single grave or as a group of up to 8 graves raised on a common platform. Varun Dev Mandir in Manora Island Beach, Karachi, Pakistan is estimated to be 1000 years old. The temple is devoted to Varuna, the deity that represents water in Hinduism. He is the chief governing deity of all the seas, oceans and the Sindh River. Sindh River is the only river known to be associated with him as per the hymns dedicated to him in Rigved. Few believe that around 16th century, a wealthy sailor, Bhajomal Nancy Bhatia, bought Manora Island from the Khan of Kalat, who owned most of the land along the coastline at that time, and then his family took over this temple. Shri Panchmukhi Hanuman Mandir is a historic Hindu temple in Pakistan. It is located in the Soldier Bazaar in Karachi in the Sindh province of Pakistan. It is a 1500-year-old temple, and the temple holds special significance for Hindus as it is the only shrine in the world which has a natural statue of Hanuman that is not man-made. Multiple communities like Maharashtrians, Sindhis, Balochis visit this temple. Such sites represent vestiges of ancient lore in Hindu mythology. It is believed that completion of 108 rounds around the chamber cleanses all pain, evil, and adversity, making this temple a citadel of healing for all caste and creed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. This is Zara and this is my city report from Karachi, Pakistan.